these fucking kids, man, they're scary. But yeah, I recently set up a rough schedule for me to follow, but I just felt like there were some things that I had to get said before I could sleep. Some things that I had to write. It doesn't matter how tired I am. I still need to get it said. I am indeed not very wakeful, if that's the right word. And now I'm trying to find my power cord to my TV. Because, as I've said previously, I'm not very fond of recording and having my neighbors hear everything I say. Because the walls are not that isolated. So what should we put on? Some anime. And I will get to what I was about to say quite soon. Actually, let's just put on some YouTube. So, yeah. To what I was initially saying, there are some things that I need to have said, regardless if I'm tired or not. Like right now, I could sleep. What is this, man? The TV is making the weirdest flickering. It's because it's another frequency right here. This is PAL, and I suppose my TV is an NTSC frequency, so I get this weird flickering if I have it on. Maybe not if I put on something that is recorded in PAL format. Alright, you know what, I'm just gonna put on some random Swedish series. Oh my god, I've broken my TV. That's crazy. I'm gonna show you. This is not supposed to be like that. I don't know if you can see the flicker, but it's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, so I broke my TV trying to set up my camera first. But it is what it is, man. At least least it isn't flickering now. But yeah, to what I was saying, there are some things that I just need to have said before I can go to sleep. And I've almost forgotten what they are now. But essentially, what I was thinking before going to bed. By the way, I've pulled 2 all-nighters the previous week or 2, and this week I have for sure pulled 1 all-nighter. The night after I slept like 10 hours, maybe 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, and I went up quite early every day since, but I've gone to bed quite late, like now. So I've gotten 4 hours a night for the entire week, if we like average it. So yeah, but to what I was thinking. So I was actually considering going to Amsterdam with my cousin tomorrow. But I realized that I can't be enjoying things right now. I can't be partaking in quote-unquote pleasure, because there are so many things that I need to do, so many things that I need to write, so many things that I need to publish, record, and to post. And obviously I don't need to do it, but you get what I'm saying. And like right now I've uploaded 4 or 5 videos at the time of recording this, and I've gotten 0 views on all of them. The only views, it's like 2 or 3, and that is from myself clicking on the video. And then there's one video that I got 1 click from, that was like suggested or home feed or something like that, which instantly clicked off. So yeah, but I just know that once I get the ball rolling, all of these previous videos that I've recorded now, and that I can actually format to like written form of content and repurpose down the line, I know it will be worth it. I just need to get the ball rolling, and I need to kickstart the momentum. And if I go on this trip now, I will not gain any momentum. I've just started to gain it a tiny bit, but I've just gotten the ball slowly to roll. Like, I'm pushing it right now, but I haven't even gotten it to roll by itself. Like, it's just slightly easier. The first push is done. So yeah, but it still requires force. And plus, I would have to pay for the plane ticket. I would probably be eating out more. I would be going out more. And that would both cost me money and time. Time that I could have spent on doing other stuff. So like, at this current moment, it's not worth it at all. And I'm running out of storage. Like, I have no more storage. My SSD has 50 gigabytes of storage left, and my SD card has 256 in total. So I've got 256 gigabytes of recording in total now. And for reference, a video of 2 hours with the format I'm recording in right now would fill that up. So I need to be, essentially after this video, I have content for a while to come, like a few more videos, raw videos, which I can then both publish like this and then probably make another channel and throw one or two like edited videos that are more structured, composed. But yeah, I need to get more storage. But storage is expensive and I don't want to be bringing like 4 hard drives, like 4 external hard drives everywhere I go. Because right now, in my current situation, like I don't really have one place to be in, one place to stay at. So I'd need to set up a NAS at some place I can somewhat trust, like either my mom's or my dad's house. I don't know. Or my cousins. But the thing with a NAS is it costs in Sweden, including the storage, and I'm talking 8 terabytes right now, not like 108 or something like that. But yeah, for 8 terabytes plus the NAS itself, so it's 2 4 terabyte hard drives, that is 1100 USD. And like, it feels so horrible to say that, but I don't have that on my account right now. And if I don't even have that, and I don't have a tripod yet, like, why would I go to a trip for pleasure? Like, it makes absolutely zero sense. And then yeah, I'm writing a more elaborate version of the post or the video I was recording like last week and uploaded yesterday at the time of recorded. I uploaded it August 17th, which has the title of Pillow Talk or something like that. And I plan to add a bit more onto this post. And one thing that is quite noteworthy is, yeah, I'll just read it. So I think this is something a lot of us grapple with, especially as we get older and the realities of life start to hit us. I firmly believe that we, at least as men, need a purpose. We need a purpose to feel fulfilled. That having a purpose isn't just a nice to have, but a necessity, something essential. And I said that indirectly 3 times in a single sentence to mark the importance of the statement. And I'll do it a 4th time. Without purpose, you have nothing. Without a clear sense of direction, it's all too easy to fall into a state of apathy, which can quickly spiral things to feelings that are much darker, or rather, lack of feelings, feeling depressed, accepting the depression, quote unquote, and being melancholic. And I'm not in that dark place right now, but I'm actually aware that if I continue the path, or would have continued the path that I was in just like a few weeks ago, a week ago, before all of this reflecting was done, and I actually started to write out my thoughts, record videos, and structure a plan to distribute the content and repurpose it, and also getting that done, getting a rough idea how it all works and looks, and then getting to like work, like actually working, like getting a job too. But yeah, back to the text. I'm not in that dark place right now, but I'm acutely aware that if I continued the path that I was in, that being, if I continue on my current path, I could end up there. This awareness stems from past experiences where I felt lost due to a variety of circumstances and reasons. These were times when I felt the depression, quote unquote, creeping in, and I can honestly say that I felt depressed, both due to external and internal factors. But thankfully, it's very hard to give in to the depression, quote unquote, if you deep down have yourself to save you. Which I did, and always will. I will always be there for myself. Always. And these kids outside are screaming and having fun. Good for them. Regardless, one thing that I haven't written yet, that I will write right now, is that I know for a fact that, like, I don't know why I'm mentioning this right now, but if I ever were to die, it is due to one out of 3 reasons. So let's get the first and most obvious one out of the way. Age. I live the life I want to live and I'll just die of old age. The other 2 are ones that are orchestrated, if you may, by someone else than the universe itself. And that is if I were to die a very odd death for no reason, like let's say illness, like I will not die from an illness like that, just randomly. I will not, and I will never, how quote unquote depressed or down I feel, I will never take away my own life. Never, ever. And the third, so yeah, you obviously get what I'm saying indirectly by saying this, that it's done to me through a higher, something. And I'm not referring to God or something like that, but I'm talking about, the words that you aren't allowed to say on YouTube and on social media. And the third thing, or the third, I suppose, scenario, is that if some fucking pretentious, dumb robber wants to rob me and shoots me or some shit to get my jewelry, my watch or something like that in the future, because I will be rich and I will be moving, I wouldn't say cautiously, I will have my caution, and I will be aware of my surroundings. I will be perspicacious. I will be very perspicacious, but I won't say that I'll be like hiding from life, if that makes sense. So some person, especially in today's society, could very, very well just take your life to get a $200K watch for example. That is the third scenario. Or something similar to that. But I don't see myself dying from someone I know or something like that killing me, unless it's for the same reason as number 3. And I don't, as far as I'm aware, I don't really have bad health. But yeah, now we strayed away from the topic, which was how am I going to go travel when I have all these things that I need to fix and start doing, continue doing rather, first to get the ball fully rolling, to get an income for myself from this, and especially from the things that I'll be documenting. Like right now, it's just a very, very long prelude to all the things I'll document. Like, this is a rediscovery of mine, like self-discovery, or self-rediscovery, rather. Which I also mentioned in the most recent video I recorded, where it was just vibing to all EDM music. But yeah, I feel like now when I don't really have much more storage and I need to organize all the stuff, etc., like the only real thing I can do is edit the content, prepare it to be distributed. I don't have TikTok, I don't have Instagram. I might create something just to get like eyeballs, but besides that, I'm just gonna stick to YouTube. Don't think I'll create a TikTok or IG right now. And after that, it's just writing posts, because writing gives you other ideas. Like, as you write and as you talk, for that matter, you come up with new things that can be related to what you're saying or writing, or completely unrelated, something that just pops up that you think of because you said or wrote something, and one thing leads to another. So in that way I can just, I wouldn't necessarily say repurpose content, but at least have some content for the shorter foreseeing future, while I focus on getting work done, or rather applying for jobs to then get work done. And once that actually starts, which I can't give a definite timeline for, then the true documentation of the journey will start. That's where, instead of having these long rants on like almost a daily basis, I might still have them. I might just outsource the editing part. But yeah, then I'll keep that way less frequent, and the documentation will be more frequent, like recording of just work and text. So when I actually get to work, like, I will journal and think regardless. So I think it will, oh my gosh, that girl is fine as fuck. She is fine. But yeah, so then I will be writing more rather than recording. So if you truly want to follow the journey, and I can almost, I will not say with certainty, because I'm still working on building up that confidence to say that I will have 10 million US until 2030, but it doesn't feel all that too unachievable, if that makes sense. Like, it feels very achievable. I just need to put down the work and stick to my current game plan. And I will with 97% chance have it. And the remaining 3%, I just do it to not enough confidence in my ability. So I need to work up on my beliefs, which will be done through the work, through the action, proving myself that I can get results, both from the work that I'll document and from this. Once I have some case studies that I can show for myself, then that number will raise up even further. And most likely increase for that matter. But yeah, it's things like that that you need to keep in mind. Like if I actually want to reach 10 mil by 2030, I could never go on this holiday, quote unquote, when I still have so much to do. Like it just doesn't work. Yeah, this was nice to get said. And I have nothing more to say. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my newsletter. Take care until further notice. And don't distract yourself with unnecessary stuff. And keep your mind focused on what needs to be done only. But yeah, man. Thank you for watching. Take care.